The position of defense against the dark arts teacher at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry was never an easy one. It was a position plagued by misfortune. No teacher had lasted more than a year for decades. Rumors swirled among the students about a curse. It was whispered that the position was cursed by Lord Voldemort himself. This made the position daunting for any witch or wizard brave enough to accept it. Severus Snape, the potions master, had always harbored a desire to teach defense against the dark arts. His mastery of the dark arts was undeniable. However, he had been repeatedly passed over for the position. This was a source of bitterness for Snape, who felt his talents were unappreciated. Each year a new teacher would arrive, full of hope and enthusiasm, only to leave at the end of the year, defeated and disillusioned. The cycle continued, reinforcing the legend of the curse. When the position became vacant once again, Albus Dumbledore, Hogwarts headmaster, made a decision that shocked the wizarding world. He appointed Severus Snape as the new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. This decision was met with trepidation and confusion. Snape's history was shrouded in darkness. He had once been a loyal Death Eater, serving Lord Voldemort. Many believed Snape was unfit to teach. Dumbledore, however, saw something in Snape that others did not. He believed in Snape's redemption. He trusted Snape with the safety of Hogwarts and its students. This appointment was a gamble for Dumbledore, a test of his faith in Snape's loyalty, and a chance for Snape to finally prove his allegiance to the light. Stepping into the role of Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, Severus Snape faced a wave of scrutiny and distrust. Students whispered about his past, their parents questioned his appointment, and his fellow professors eyed him with suspicion. The weight of the position's history pressed down on him. He was determined to succeed where others had failed. Snape's first year teaching Defense Against the Dark Arts was a trial by fire. He faced open hostility from some students, particularly Harry Potter, who saw him as a bully and a constant reminder of his parents' deaths. He grappled with the expectations of a skeptical staff. He felt the pressure to prove himself as a worthy teacher and a loyal defender against the darkness. Despite the challenges, Snape persevered, determined to break the curse and teach his students the importance of defending themselves against the forces of evil. Severus Snape was known for his strict teaching methods. He demanded nothing but the best from his students. His classes were a mixture of rigorous theory and practical application. He had little patience for mistakes or laziness. His sharp tongue and intimidating demeanor instilled fear in even the most mischievous students. He was particularly harsh on Harry Potter, often singling him out and criticizing his every move. Snape had a clear bias towards his own house, Slytherin. He favored them in class, often awarding them points and praising their work while belittling the efforts of other students. This favoritism was a source of resentment among the other houses, particularly Gryffindor, who saw it as unfair and unjust. Snape's methods, though effective in teaching the subject matter, often alienated students and created a hostile learning environment. From Potions Master to Defense Against the Dark Arts, a difficult transition. Severus Snape was a master of potions. His knowledge of ingredients, their properties, and how to combine them was unparalleled. He had a deep understanding of the delicate balance between magic and science that potions required. Teaching Defense Against the Dark Arts was a different challenge altogether. It required a different kind of knowledge, a different kind of skill. Defense Against the Dark Arts was about facing creatures, jinxes and curses head-on. It was about quick thinking, strategy and courage. While Snape possessed these qualities, they were not his strengths. He struggled to adapt his teaching style to this new subject. His lessons often felt more like advanced potions classes with a focus on the darker aspects of magic. His students, though well versed in the theory, often found themselves ill-prepared for the practical application of Defense Against the Dark Arts. A legacy of conflict: Snape and Harry Potter's tumultuous relationship. Severus Snape and Harry Potter shared a tumultuous relationship from the moment they met. Snape saw in Harry a reflection of his childhood nemesis, James Potter. He resented Harry for his resemblance to James, both physically and in his rebellious spirit. Their interactions were filled with animosity, resentment, and a deep-seated distrust. Their relationship was further complicated by the prophecy that connected Harry to Lord Voldemort. Snape, bound by his love for Lily Potter, Harry's mother, was sworn to protect him. However, his feelings of resentment and his past with James made it difficult for him to show any warmth or affection towards Harry. Their relationship remained a source of tension and conflict throughout Harry's time at Hogwarts. Severus Snape's past was deeply intertwined with the dark arts. He had been drawn to the power and allure of dark magic in his youth. He had embraced the ideology of Lord Voldemort, joining the ranks of his Death Eaters. This past cast a long shadow over his life. It influenced his teaching in both subtle and overt ways. Snape's knowledge of the dark arts was extensive. He was intimately familiar with the creatures, jinxes, and curses that threatened the wizarding world. This knowledge made him an effective teacher of defense against the dark arts. However, it also made him a target of suspicion and fear. His students could sense the darkness that lingered within him. They questioned his motives and feared his true allegiance. Severus Snape lived a double life. To the world, he was the strict and unforgiving potions master, later the defense against the dark arts teacher. He was feared and respected, but rarely liked. In secret, he was a double agent, risking his life to protect Harry Potter and defeat Lord Voldemort. Snape's true allegiance was known only to a select few. He played a dangerous game, walking a tightrope between two worlds, never fully belonging to either. His role as a double agent took a toll on him. It forced him to make difficult choices, to betray those he cared about, and to live with the weight of his secrets. His legacy as a teacher will forever be intertwined with his role as a spy. For years, the position of defense against the dark arts teacher at Hogwarts was believed to be cursed. No teacher had lasted more than a year. Severus Snape, despite his tumultuous year in the position, managed to break the curse. Although it was not his intention, his appointment as headmaster after Dumbledore's death marked the end of the curse. The curse, it turned out, was not a result of Voldemort's magic, but of Dumbledore's own doing. He had placed a jinx on the position to prevent Voldemort from installing a loyal follower in such a crucial role. Snape's appointment as headmaster, a position he held for less than a year, inadvertently lifted the curse. This unintended consequence added another layer of complexity to Snape's already complicated legacy. Severus Snape is one of the most complex and misunderstood characters in the Harry Potter series. He is a character of contradictions, capable of great love and profound cruelty. He is a master of deception, hiding his true motives and allegiance behind a mask of indifference and disdain. To understand Severus Snape, one must look beyond his harsh exterior and delve into the depths of his past. His actions, though often questionable, were driven by a love so profound that it shaped the course of his life. He is a testament to the power of perspective, reminding us that things are not always as they seem. Snape's story teaches us the importance of empathy, of understanding that everyone has a story and that even the most villainous of characters can possess hidden depths of humanity.